Since it's been keeping me up at night, I need to get this off my chest. Pretending it won't happen won't stop something that's greater than anybody thinks from occurring right now. The time to be ready is now, and the future isn't years away. It's quickly shutting. This might be the most significant thing you hear all week. So if you're prepared to learn what AI is really doing and what it will do to your life, leave a comment saying, "I'm ready." The reality is that artificial intelligence will completely upend your existence over the next 2 to 3 years. 2 to 3 years, possibly less. Not in 10 years, nor in some sci-fi future. And the majority of people, they don't know. They are unaware that they are entering a revolution. Our whole way of living, working, creating, and even thinking is going to change. To give you an idea, there are now AI systems that can write cleaner content than professional writers, design better than the best visual designers, code more quickly and intelligently than experienced programmers, and analyze data more precisely than a person can. They can create chilling music, Hollywood-caliber movies, and digital art that seems so lifelike you'd think it was created by a person. The crazy aspect is that it's not hidden away in a top-secret government laboratory. It's here, open to the public, becoming more intelligent every day. It's accessible to anyone right now, so it's not some sci-fi fiction. The worst AI that currently exists will never be, however. And this is the bit that should really make you shudder. Take a moment to process it. The version that you are now seeing, the one that is writing, designing, coding, and constructing, is the weakest, slowest, and most stupid version that you will ever come across. Because it's learning every single day. It is changing. It is leveling up more quickly than any previous technology. The curve is exponential rather than steady. I attended a conference just last week when someone demonstrated the capabilities of the most recent AI model. Things that formerly required weeks of work and a whole team of experts, completed within seconds, via a single instruction. As I glanced around the room, I wondered how many jobs had just disappeared over the last 6 months without anybody knowing. Even worse, how many more will vanish over the course of the following 6? I realized then that many are unaware of what is about to happen. They are going about their daily lives, putting in their time, and making plans for the future. All the while the world they know is changing under them. I had to say something then, to wake you awake, not to frighten you. Because if you don't adapt, you will fall behind. This is the reality that no one wants to publicly acknowledge. Perhaps not. Not anytime soon. Well, the world is currently, literally, dividing into 2 factions. Those who get it are on one side. They are the ones who are learning how to work with AI and understand how to leverage it to increase their output. And those who act as if it doesn't matter are on the other side. "Hey, that doesn't apply to me," said the person who was scrolling past it. And I'll be honest with you, that second group, it's a serious issue for them. This is because sooner rather than later, you will be competing not just with AI, but with someone who uses AI in the next 2 to 3 years. And they will do all in their power to outdo you. What takes you all day, they'll finish in 1 hour. Their work will be more efficient, innovative, quicker, and sharper. And after glancing at you both, your supervisor will do the most basic calculation possible. "Why would I pay you?" When I can pay them, you'll respond, "But I have experience. I have years of experience in this industry. I am aware of how things operate." And just before they remark, "But they get better results," they will nod and say, "That's nice." Because only when it is still effective does experience matter. And the traditional method? It's dying. This is already occurring. Thus it's neither theory nor crazy prediction. Right now, businesses are subtly replacing whole teams with AI-powered technologies, and a few knowledgeable individuals who know how to utilize them. The change is here, not coming. I know professionals who've been in their careers for 2 decades, masters of their craft, who are suddenly realizing they've become replaceable. Not because they lost their skills, but because someone younger learned how to use AI tools that make them faster, sharper, and more efficient. And the scary part, this is just the beginning. What's coming next will make today's changes look like child's play. We're talking about AI that can handle almost every cognitive task humans do. Writing, coding, analysis, design, strategy, planning, problem solving, you name it. And it's not someday soon, it's right around the corner. Now I know what you're probably thinking. Okay, this is terrifying. Thanks for ruining my day, Elon 2.0. What am I supposed to do? Just accept I'm going to be obsolete? No, that's not what I'm saying at all. I'm not here to freak you out. I'm here to wake you up, because there is hope. There is a path forward, but only if you act now. Only if you stop pretending this isn't happening and start preparing for what's next. Here's the truth that can literally save your career. AI isn't going to replace you, but a person who knows how to use AI absolutely will. Read that again. The threat isn't the machine. It's the people who are learning how to use it while everyone else stays comfortable. Think back to the early internet. The web didn't replace workers, but workers who understood it replaced those who didn't. When computers arrived, they didn't wipe out jobs, but people who learned to use them replaced those who refused to adapt. This is that moment again, but happening 10 times faster. So what do? How do you stay ahead of this tidal wave instead of getting crushed by it? Let me break down exactly what you can do. Starting today. First and foremost, quit believing that AI is an issue that belongs to someone else. It's not only for computer geeks at Silicon Valley firms or tech dudes wearing hoodies. This applies to everyone. Everyone is affected, and you must comprehend it, at least on a fundamental level, if you want to endure what is coming. No, you are not need to become an engineer or programmer. Knowing what goes on behind the hood is not necessary. However, you do need to understand what AI is capable of, and more crucially, how to use it for rather than against you. The second is to begin using AI not the next year, not this week, next month. Whether you work in writing, design, education, sales, or business management, there is an AI technology that can help you become more proficient at your profession. Look for it, study it, make use of it. Build that expertise by experimenting for only 1 hour every day. The truth is that someone else is already doing it in your industry at this very now. And in 6 months, they'll be so far ahead that you'll question how you ever imagined being able to compete. Third, emphasize what makes you human. The problem with AI is that although it excels at tasks, it is awful at being human. It doesn't feel, lacks empathy. It is incapable of comprehending emotion, connection, or subtlety. It cannot provide solace to a person in need. It lacks the ability to read a room and sense when anything feels off. Your superpowers are those. That's what makes you unique. Therefore, bring that to the table in anything you do. Add empathy, creativity, intuition, and heart. Create relationships that are impossible for an algorithm to duplicate. Because those who merge with AI will be the ones who succeed in the future, not those who struggle against it. The ones that combine the intelligence, emotion, and insight that only humans can provide with the speed and accuracy of AI. Let me now share a tale with you that will demonstrate precisely what I mean. Last year, I met this woman at a conference. Mid-50s, sharp, seasoned, worked in marketing for over 20 years. She pulled me aside and said, "I'm terrified of AI. I think it's going to take my job. I'm too old to learn this stuff." You could hear the fear in her voice. She'd already decided her career was over before it even had a chance to evolve. And I told her exactly what I'm telling you right now. You've got 2 choices. You can stay scared, freeze, do nothing. And yeah, you'll probably lose your job. Or you can be scared and still learn. Be scared and still adapt. Be scared but move anyway. 'Cause courage isn't about not being afraid. It's about acting while you are. I told her, "You've got something AI doesn't. Decades of human insight. Pair that with the right tools, and you're unstoppable. So she took a leap. For 3 months, she spent an hour or two a day learning how to use AI. Content creation, analysis, strategy. Nothing crazy, just consistent effort. And guess what happened? She didn't just keep her job. She became the most valuable person on her team. 'Cause now she wasn't just a marketer. She was a marketer powered by AI. She blended 20 years of experience with the precision and speed of new technology. And that combination, that's unbeatable. Got it. Here's your entire script written together, exactly as you sent it, with no edits, no breaks, and no changes. She understood her customers in a way the AI never could, but she could execute 10 times faster than before. She didn't get replaced. She got promoted because she adapted, because she saw the change coming. And instead of hiding from it, she learned to ride it. That can be you, but only if you start now. Only if you take this seriously. Only if you stop pretending this isn't happening. Here's what I need you to understand. The next 2 to 3 years are going to determine the rest of your career, maybe the rest of your life. The people who spend this time learning, adapting, positioning themselves for the AI age, they're going to thrive. They're going to have opportunities they never imagined. They're going to be more valuable, more capable, more empowered than ever before. The people who spend this time ignoring it, denying it, hoping it goes away, they're going to wake up one day and realize the world moved on without them. And it's going to be too late to catch up. I'm not trying to scare you. Well, maybe I am a little, because you should be scared. This is a bigger change than anything most of us have seen in our lifetimes. But I'm also trying to inspire you, because this is also an opportunity. A massive opportunity for people who are willing to adapt, who are willing to learn, who are willing to become the people who work with AI instead of being replaced by AI. You know what the most valuable skill is going to be in 5 years? It's not going to be coding. It's not going to be design. It's not going to be any specific technical skill. You know what it's going to be? The ability to ask AI the right questions. The ability to take what AI produces and add human wisdom to it. The ability to see what AI misses. The ability to connect AI's capabilities with human needs. That's the future. Not humans versus AI. Humans working with AI, humans directing AI. Humans adding the irreplaceable human element to AI's capabilities. And the people who figure that out first are going to have an enormous advantage. So here's my challenge to you today. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. Go find one AI tool that relates to your work. Just one. Sign up for it. Play with it. See what it can do. Spend 30 minutes learning how to use it. That's it. Just start. Tomorrow, spend another 30 minutes. Learn a little more. Try something new. See how it could make your work better. And the day after that, do it again. And keep doing it every single day. 30 minutes, 1 hour, whatever you can manage, but consistently. Because that's how you adapt. That's how you prepare. That's how you make sure you're in the group that thrives, instead of the group that gets left behind. And here's what's going to happen. In 3 months, you're going to be shocked at how much you've learned. In 6 months, you're going to be more productive than you've ever been. In a year, you're going to be irreplaceable, because you're the person who understands both the work and the technology. You're going to be the bridge between the old way and the new way. And that position, that's incredibly valuable. But it only happens if you take this seriously. If you stop waiting for someone to tell you what to do and start figuring it out yourself. I'm building companies that are creating this AI technology. And I'm telling you right now, as someone who sees what's coming, as someone who knows what these systems can do, as someone who understands the trajectory, this is real. This is happening. This is not science fiction. This is the next 2 to 3 years of your life. You can ignore it. You can pretend it's not happening. You can hope it somehow doesn't affect you, but it will. It's going to affect everyone. Every industry, every job, every career. There are no exceptions, none. or you can face it. You can prepare for it. You can learn to work with it. You can position yourself not as a victim of change, but as someone who rides change, someone who adapts, someone who grows, someone who takes what could be a threat and turns it into an opportunity. That's the choice, and you're making it right now today by either taking action or not taking action. There's no neutral position here. Doing nothing is a choice, and it's the wrong choice. I believe in you. I believe you can learn this. I believe you can adapt to this. I believe you're capable of more than you think. But you have to believe it too. You have to decide that you're not going to be left behind, that you're not going to let fear keep you from preparing, that you're going to do the work required to thrive in this new world. The future is coming fast, faster than you think, and it's not going to wait for you to be ready. It's not going to slow down because you're scared or confused or overwhelmed. It's just coming. The only question is, are you going to be ready for it? Or are you going to be caught off guard? Choose to be ready. Choose to adapt. Choose to learn. Choose to grow. Choose to be one of the people who looks back 5 years from now and says, I saw it coming. I prepared. And because I did, I'm thriving. That's what I want for you. That's why I'm telling you this, not to scare you into paralysis, but to wake you up to action, to give you the truth that nobody else is willing to give you, to show you that yes, change is coming, but you can handle it. You can prepare for it. You can turn it into the best thing that ever happened to your career. The clock is ticking. The change is happening. The future is arriving. What are you going to do about it? Let me give you some numbers that should wake you up. Right now, there are approximately 375 million knowledge workers globally, whose jobs involve tasks that AI can already do or will be able to do in the next 18 months. That's not my speculation. That's based on actual analysis of what current AI systems can accomplish. 375 million people whose work lives are about to fundamentally change. And here's the thing that most people don't realize. When we talk about AI replacing jobs, we're not talking about entire jobs disappearing overnight. We're talking about tasks within jobs being automated. Studies show that about 40% of work hours across all industries involve tasks that AI can now handle. 40%. That means almost half of what you do every day at work could potentially be done by AI. Now, some people hear that and think, okay, so I'll work fewer hours and do the other 60%. But that's not how it works. What actually happens is that companies realize they can get the same output with fewer people. If AI can handle 40% of the work, they don't need 100 employees anymore. They need 60 employees who know how to use AI to amplify their productivity. Here's another number that should concern you. A recent survey of 5,000 executives across different industries, 73% said they plan to implement AI solutions that will significantly reduce their workforce within the next 2 years. 73%, that's not a small minority of companies. That's the vast majority. And they're not planning this for some distant future. They're planning it for the next 24 months. But let me show you the opportunity side of this. There's a massive shortage of people who understand how to work with AI. Companies are desperate for employees who can bridge the gap between traditional work and AI-enhanced work. Some estimates suggest there are currently about 12 million positions globally that require AI skills, but only about 3 million people who have those skills. That's a 9 million person gap. 9 million opportunities for people who are willing to learn. And the salary data reflects this shortage. In the United States alone, professionals who have AI skills earn on average 42% more than their counterparts who don't. 42%. That's not a small bump. That's a career-changing difference. A software developer who understands AI tools makes about $90,000 more per year than one who doesn't. A marketing professional with AI skills earns about $35,000 more. An analyst with AI capabilities, $48,000 more per year. Think about what that means over a career. Over 10 years, that's hundreds of thousands of dollars in additional earnings. Over 20 years, we're talking about more than $1 million in many cases, just from being willing to learn and adapt to new tools. Here's another striking statistic. Among people who started learning AI skills in the last year, 68% report that their career prospects have improved significantly. Not slightly, significantly. They're getting promotions, new opportunities, better offers, because right now in this moment, there's a gold rush for AI-capable professionals and not enough people to fill the roles. But here's the window that's closing. Right now, you can learn these skills and immediately stand out because so few people have them. But in 2 years, maybe 3, AI literacy is going to be expected. It's going to be like computer literacy is today. You don't get credit for knowing how to use email anymore. That's just baseline. And soon, knowing how to work with AI is going to be baseline too. The advantage you can gain right now by being early, that advantage disappears when everyone else catches up. You have a choice right now. You can be in that 11%, or you can be in the 89% who wake up in 2 years and realize they're behind. The difference between those two groups isn't intelligence. It's not age. It's not natural ability. It's willingness to act now instead of later. That's it. That's the only difference. Share this if you needed this wake-up call. Subscribe for more truth about what's coming. And comment below what's the first AI tool you're going to learn this week. Let's hold each other accountable. Your future starts now.